Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phono with Miss Mona Samy, a sports expert. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's always a pleasure.
My pleasure. The pleasure is mine. So, Ms. Samy, how do you weigh the national team's preparations for the match with Cape d'Ivoire?
I think that the players prepared well for this match. There is no options rather than to win, and there is no choice for the players rather than to win this match because we don't have to go for another calculations to qualify to the next round. So the only option today for the player is to win this match.
So, to what extent would the absence of Mohamed Salah in the match would influence the team's performance?
With respect to the Salah superstar, and he is proud, we are so proud of him. But you can see the previous two matches, Salah wasn't on his form, and in the second half of Ghana match, the player played very well without Salah. So I guess the players have more motive than the absence of Salah. The motive is to qualify to the next round and to defeat and to prove that they are a national team, one team, not affected by one player, despite being this player is Salah, a superstar.
So, how do you assess the opinions opposing that Salah will leave for treatment to Liverpool in this critical stage of the tournament?
I think we should now concentrate on the national team and stand by the team, and no other talks about Salah or no other distraction. We should stand by the team in this moment, and after the championship, we should speak about all this stuff, and we should say who blamed for who. But for today, I guess we shouldn't speak more about Salah. We should speak more about the national team and the preparations and the two. Just to give motive to the players to win this match.
Yes, so Ms. Samy, how did you evaluate the formation of the team and its technical plan during their match against Ghana?
I guess the coach Victoria still knowing the player and still making some experiments during the championship, and this is what happened in the previous two matches. We saw the team with no harmony a little bit. Of course, the second half was better than the first half, and Egypt scored 2 goals, but we still had some issues in the defense and in tactics. So I guess the match today, Cape Verde, we need to change our plans and our tactics to overcome this disadvantage and this effect.
Yes, Ms. Samy, as you've just mentioned concerning the match with Ghana by the national team, it was completely different the first half than their performance in the second half of the match. The first half was not that good, of course, as the analysts have said. But the second half was their performance was good, and so what was the reason behind this? Their performance completely changed.
I'm with you. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes, I'm with you. I guess that the second match there was some substitutes and changes in the plan and in the tactics, as we said before, that the coach is knowing the player and he changes and he corrects the mistakes within the match. So with regard to the change and substitutes and the other players, we found that the second half is more better than the first half. Also, there is another thing like the injury of Salah. We say it's a bad thing, but we had double pieces because the player had more motive to prove that they can play without Salah and they can give the best of them.
Yes, yes. So what are your expectations for the results of Egypt's match with Cape Verde?
I guess this match has no expectation. We need to win and we should win. There is no options for this because any other thing like a draw would lead us to many calculations and will let us wait for the third to be the best third to just qualify. So there is no options, no expectations. The players should play very well and should win the 3 points.
So what are your expectations or the plan, your expectation for the plan and the techniques that the national team could follow during today's game match?
For my opinion, I see that Victoria should play with 4-4-2. He should start with Marwan Atiyah instead of Nini, and he can replace Salah with Zizou in the wing right. He can start with Mustafa Mohammed and Omar Marmoush. Also, in the defense, we need just two players that has harmony with each other to overcome the defensive defects in the previous two matches.
Yes. Miss Mona Samy, a sports analyst, thank you very much for joining us over the phone. We really had the pleasure to have you with us. Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Cairo Local Time. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.